Yes, I'm here as the group chairman of Transcorp, Transnational Corporation of Nigeria, supported by the group CEO of Transcorp, Val Ozigbo, and the CEO of Transcorp Hotels Plc, Owen Omogiafo. Basically, they were invited by National Council on Privatization, and today, for good news, we're invited and presented with certificate of discharge, meaning, when you privatize government assets, when you sell government assets or companies, you have a certain obligation, what you must do to improve the asset, to create jobs, to increase your enhance tax you pay to government, enhance the value of the property itself. And you will know that in 2005, we acquired Transcorp Hotel. And we have certain obligations as co-investors to meet. And I'm happy to say that we have met those obligations, strengthening corporate governance practices how the company is run, improving revenue for the company, improving our tax payment to government, creating employment for Nigerians, most importantly, helping Nigeria to experience 7-star hotel in this country. Some of you who have been to Transcorp Hotel in recent times will see that we have spent a lot of money, $100 million to US dollars, to refurbish the hotel, so that when all these presidents who come to the country, if you see like during the independence anniversary, the handover, the May 29 event also, you'll be proud to see all these presidents, when they come to Nigeria, they stay at Transcorp Hilton Hotel, world-class 7-star experience and quality. So we're happy that Nigerian government, through the NCP, recognizes what we have done and invited us to discharge us of the obligations. And it's like a true validation of what we stand for. Our group, we're used to turn around businesses. We're used to creating value. We're used to improving lives. We're used to transforming businesses and also playing our own role in transforming the country. And this today is a huge validation of what we stand for, that we've turned around this business. We're improving lives, we're able to create employment, and we're helping to increase the hospitality experience. People visit countries where they can find decent accommodation to stay in. And I'm sure all of us as Nigerians are proud and happy to see the new Transcorp Hilton Hotel, which is what we stand for. We also have Transcorp Hotel in Abuja, in Calabar, and we're in the process of building in Lagos and in Port Harcourt. So, good times for the country, but more importantly, I want to commend President Buhari's administration for being an appreciative government that recognizes what we're doing in the private sector. The development of our country must be led by private and public sector working together. Private sector, you buy an asset, you fulfill your own obligation. Government, you create the right environment, you support the private sector, and when they do well, as we have done well in Transcorp Hotel, you say, well done, congratulations, and we're encouraged to do more. But the private and public sector must work together to move this country forward. So thank you very much, and again, we are grateful to the federal government. We're grateful to NCP for this event. That's why we're here to see the Vice President.
Could you put a figure to the number of jobs you have created, both direct and ancillary jobs that you've created since?
A lot. So if we break it down. So first is Transcorp Hotel, I think, has more than doubled in terms of count, the number of staff we had in the hotel when we started. And two is we have expanded. As I said, there was no Transcorp Hotel Calabar before. Today, the Transcorp Hotel Calabar. There was no property acquired for Lagos, for Port Harcourt. We have all of that, and plans have gone on. We engage consultants, etc., in readiness for takeoff of the hotel. But more importantly is the fact that we are facilitating business for people. Transcorp Hotel will have like business spaces for people who do business. We also create accommodation. People can come into Abuja, relax, in decent. When we took over the hotel, there was no Wi-Fi for telecom, but today it's a different. So we're trying to make sure that the whole essence of hospitality, as we see it and experience in other parts of the world, that will do even better in Nigeria. You see, President, when they visit now, during the Elumelu Foundation Forum, we invited hosted about 5 presidents, and one of the presidents spent an extra day because of the convenience, the ambience of the hotel. So that is what we need to improve the image of our country, and also what we need to transform our country. Transcorp Hotel has won many awards, many international awards, 7-star, 5-star hotel, and we're happy because those are good news associated with our country. We need more good news coming out of Nigeria. That's what will help us in changing the narrative and how people perceive and characterize us as a country. People go to do business where they think there's good hospitality and places they hear good news about. So that's what.
When you say discharge, does that mean a new set of people are coming up?
No. Thank you very much. When you take over government, a responsible government demands that when we sell state-owned assets, we're not just scrapping them, that you take them and add value. And so because of that, they give you certain conditions. You must do this, you must do this, you must improve governance, you must improve your revenue, you must create jobs, you must pay your taxes, you must make sure that the facility is in a better condition and co. And so when you meet all of them, monitor it, and when you meet all of those, they will discharge you. Discharge meaning a new phase that, okay, it's like you have a child. A new child is born, you carry the child every second. You get to a certain level, you think, okay, you can walk on this or our own, so let this child go free. So we've been set free, so to speak. So that's it.
You've got to look at the business environment.
Correct.
The government is so passionate about it, we're talking about the rankings. Now, you as an investor, what do you think of you about the business environment in Nigeria?
I was at the World Economic Forum last January, and I was interviewed like this, and I said that our country ease of doing business is improving. The presidential team that's driving the ease of doing business, I believe, is doing a great job. There's been increase. We've moved almost 20-something places in terms of position from down below to a higher ranking today, which is very good for the country. Is that a desirable position? No, we want to do more. But if we have moved 20-something places, in this short period of time, at least all things being equal, it means by the end of this second term, we should have moved even a lot more and should become much more competitive. The aspiration of everyone, both business, public, and friends of Nigeria, is that our operating environment should be better. I think the journey has begun. We can do more, but we must encourage, we must appreciate, acknowledge and appreciate the good work that has already occurred. Thank you very much. Thank you.